Hey guys, welcome back to the Antler Queens. I'm Kelly, no shit, Jade Keen.
I'm Jazz. What's your sign? Shamanic.
And I'm Dawn, and it was all yellow, Glenn.
By the way, I'm not wearing this shirt because of the man in yellow. It was a total coincidence, I promise.
Sure. A likely story.
Yeah, I realized it when I saw Dawn's nickname, and I was like, dressed a little too appropriately.
I like your lemon, though. That's cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. By the way, in case you're wondering what my nickname is in reference to, it's the part in the trailer where Jade says they're doing this to scare us. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems far-fetched.
Yeah. They don't want it. They just want to give everybody hugs. So we are here today with a little preview of season 4, non-spoiler preview, but we might theorize a little bit, tell you guys in non-spoiler terms what you can look forward to, etc. For the most part, I'm gonna let Dawn kind of lead us through this since she's used to doing this kind of non-spoiler preview. But I just want to say one thing. I feel like we may see a lot of complaints from the fandom that the first 4 episodes are slower than the show has been. Hold on to your fucking asses because you're going to need that prior to episode 5 and 6. Yeah. I'm loving this season so far.
Yeah.
We've seen the first 6, but we've been recording our episodic reviews. So when we're talking about an episode, we will not be revealing anything that happens in an episode. And if we're theorizing, it's from what we saw in that episode, nothing after that. We're segmenting our brains. Yeah,
exactly.
So the place we started, the trailer gave us a lot of stuff, which I think everything that we had in the trailer is in the first 6 episodes.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything that comes up that's later. So if you see the trailer, you're going to get a good idea of what's going. If you've watched our analysis of it and our ideas from it, watch that video and you'll get a good, we're covered. We've already covered it without knowing anything in advance. That was just I think most trailers for a season do that, though. They're normally from the first couple of episodes. And of course the slogan in the trailer is knowledge comes at a cost. And I think that's definitely the starting point for this season. That's where we're going to be going into a new season. When you've got a new season starting, as you said, Kelly, sometimes it can be really slow because you tend to sort of wrap things up, or things come to a peak for the end of a season and then you've got a new season. But I actually think the first episode gives a lot more than you would expect in a first episode.
Yeah.
What do you think about the fact, without giving any spoilers, as we'll see this throughout, what do you think about the path that the first episode takes?
It both frustrated me. I thought it was a great episode, but it both frustrated me and excited me. There was one particular thing that I think you guys know already that I voiced my frustration with, but there's something really big that happens in episode 1 that's just fucking amazing.
One of the best twists of the series so far.
Yeah, absolutely,
for sure. Do we see everybody in episode 1? Is there anybody that we didn't?
I can't think. Do not
everybody.
No, that's true. Not everybody. Yeah. Most people, though. I can't remember The main threads we've got from season 3, obviously the biggest story is Fatima giving birth, and Elgin had held her captive, and she gave birth to Smiler. So that's one of the main stories that's overhanging. I'm trying to remember that is addressed in episode 1, but I think the follow-up to that doesn't really come until later on in the season. We're sort of dealing with the aftermath of what Fatima's gone through. Doesn't really sort of kick in until about episode 4, I don't think. Because as always in this show, something else is happening.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
I really like Fatima's storyline this season.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really interesting, and it gives you a lot to think about. I think it's subtle without like clobbering you over the head with it. I really like it, and you definitely feel for her. I mean, that woman went through a shit ton of hell.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah,
a nightmare.
There are actually 2 taglines that we've seen. We've seen that knowledge comes with a cost.
Yeah,
and become what you fear, fear what you become. And I have some feelings on. I have some kind of speculative thoughts on the knowledge comes with a cost thing. There's the obvious with Jim's death, but one thing I've been talking about a lot lately is that I think that knowledge coming with a cost refers to like them learning something and then trying to do something with that, trying to change the past or future, like in Julie's case, the past, and trying to change the future and trying to change fate. And I've kind of been of the mind lately that can't be done. I don't think they're ever getting out. I think they're meant to stay in Fromville. That's just my thoughts. I do not know what to say about the fear, become what you fear, fear what you become.
No.
Boyd touches on it in the trailer. Even he talks about how he's changing and he doesn't like what he's turning into.
Yeah,
he got to some very dark. Yeah.
Beyond that, like that's the only thing that I can really that I have. I don't have any unique thoughts about that beyond what we saw Boyd say in the trailer.
I suppose it is something for all of them that they are all tainted by the town now, and that how they react to things, because anybody who's been there for any length of time reacts very differently to somebody who's new to the town. And I think that maybe is partly what it's referring to, that they have become somewhat inured to death, and they are treating it in a different way than they maybe would if they just arrived and are horrified by everything. But that's not a specific. There's not been a specific conversation or anything like that on screen. That's just a sort of an idea. Jazz, what do you think the overall sort of themes are that we've seen in the first couple of episodes?
Circling back on what Kelly said a little bit, I really think that knowledge comes with a cost, specifically refers to sacrifice. It seems like every time something is gained, they lose someone.
Oh yeah.
Like Boyd got the talismans, he lost his wife. Jade and Tabitha got this knowledge and they lost Jim last season. It seems like to be a continual thing. They found food, they found a new source of food, and they lost Tin Chen. I think that's a big part of it, that they cannot achieve what they need to achieve without losing more people. So it's a choice of sacrificing more lives to get whoever survives home or never leaving.
Yeah. That's I'd
Um,
never thought about the connection between who they lost when they found anything. You know, the fact that it was food and they lost Jan Chen, and I never thought that before. That's yeah.
There's some
it's not
imagery in the second episode that brought me to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's not just that the cost is coming from the creatures, you know, attacking them or killing someone. It's also that the cost is coming from themselves and what they have to give up or change about themselves. And now they've learned whatever they learn or discover.
It makes me think about how Martin, when Boyd encounters Martin, he says, "I used to think the town was the worst part." And I think that is like also kind of like ties into it, because to leave, or I don't know if anyone's actually left besides Tabitha, but to leave, they would have to lose so much, and like, is that cost of life worth it?
Yeah.
And I think my theory about Ellis and Fatima kind of plays into that. Because my theory about them is that they were, I don't doubt that they have genuine feelings for each other and that they love each other and they're happier than they've ever been since they found each other. But my theory about them is that they were put together by the town. They did not come together on their own. And I think things could change if they get out of the town. And I think that could be a worry for them if they get to that point. And I almost feel like they might choose to stay if they had a chance to get out of town.
Yeah.
That they may choose to stay because they may start worrying about that too. And I'm basing that all off of the Adam and Eve imagery of them in that painting. That's not based off of anything in season 4.
No.
But yeah, that's why I'm kind of like stuck on this theory now about them never leaving. I think this might be like the community that they're meant to have, that they're all meant to have.
Yeah. It's definitely a possible, and you said, you know, because of the theme tune, Que Sera Sera, that it's about just accepting things. That's definitely a possibility, and it could, because they had that conversation, didn't they, before they got engaged, about what happens when they leave. How do they go back to their own homes? You know, now they're married. What if they forget everything that happened there? What if they're magicked into 2 different countries? You know, we have no idea how they would get out and where they would go if it's the faraway trees are involved, where they could teleport them to. I think that Fatima continues to be a really strong character in season 4, and we're definitely going to see more story for her that seems to be really intriguing and interesting.
I feel like they're really slow burning Fatima's storyline in season 4. I'm happy that they are featuring more of her Iranian heritage. I think that's really important, especially right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Pega is giving a performance. She is really.
I am going to tell you, like, obviously we can't talk about specifics and storylines, but I want to bring up a line, a quote from Fatima, that isn't spoilery, so it's okay for me to bring this up. But I think I was rewatching the episode today, and it kind of like hit me over the head, whereas it didn't the first couple of times, and it should have. When she says she's talking, there's a scene where she's talking about her father, and she says that he used to say all roads lead to the divine. And that made me think of like all of these people from all across the US. You know, they're all taking different roads, but they all end up there.
Yeah.
And it almost kind of like it was almost in my mind, it like was almost like a comparison between, you know, the divine, the quote unquote divine, and From Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but the showrunners though said that this is not an afterlife scenario. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. But
They're not going to do that again. They're going to lost us again.
yeah.
America doesn't have its own heaven/hell.
Yeah.
Every country has their own afterlife.
That's how Americans want it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like foreigners in my heaven.
Oh dear. And obviously Boyd is our mainstay, and I think these episodes, especially episode 5 and 6, show how people see Boyd, that he is the grounding for everyone. He is their touchstone. He's the most significant person in the town, which we've said, you know, all the way through, that without him, and other characters have said it, you know, without Boyd, the town wouldn't be what it is, and people would just go to pieces. Is there anything you feel about Boyd's story, without trying to be very vague, in this what we've seen so far of season 4, what his story is going to be?
You know immediately what I was thinking, like the whole time you were talking, right?
Yes, I do.
I don't have any thoughts regarding season 4 about what you just said, but for anybody who hasn't heard me talk about this yet, I'm convinced that Boyd died or was about to die in the well, and Julie went back to save him. That's entirely a season 3 theory of mine. It has nothing to do with anything that happens in season 4. But yeah, I do not have any. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Beyond that, I have zero theories about where Boyd's story is going. He almost seems like more of a supporting character to me in season 4.
Yeah.
Jazz, what are your thoughts on that?
I definitely feel like it's the screen time is more spread out through the ensemble in this season than it's been before. But yeah, Boyd's still the linchpin.
Yeah.
Like every season, he is just he can deliver lines like nobody in the business. I just can't say enough positive things about his performances.
So good.
Who are you guys most worried about this season?
That's literally what I was about to say. It was some reading my mind, Kelly. I am worried about Henry. He is my main concern at the moment. I think, I think we're all justified in that. There's nothing particular in terms of, like, you know, we can't talk about death, near death, or anything like that. We're not talking about that. It's in terms of where his story is going.
He doesn't seem to be in a great place emotionally.
No, he's not. Yeah. He is taking up the jade bar stool.
Waiting to reunite with his love, Donna.
Yes.
That's the theory I'm waiting to pan out.
In that back room. I have to say, just to go off topic a moment, I was thinking it felt this season, well, the 6 episodes we've seen so far, felt much more like there was a few scenes which me as a shipper set off my little shipping alarm.
I'm saying it happened. Henry Donna Truther 2026.
But there was another couple of relationships as well that I thought, is that going somewhere? But it might not be, because it's in a show like From, everybody is so high tension and high emotional that every interaction has significance because everybody's near death and they've got to turn to each other, so much.
Mhm.
But I did feel like there was a couple of things that I thought, I wonder if that's going to lead somewhere if we have time. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of spare downtime in this show to build up relationships.
I really wish
Anybody
they had
else?
gotten like 2 more episodes this season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
and anybody else other than Henry you're worried about?
Randall.
I'm worried. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, no, I'm worried about Randall.
Mhm.
I was worried about Boyd, but I feel like he's almost more of a supporting character than he has been. So I don't think I don't really have any worries about him. But I'm worried about Henry. I'm primarily worried about Henry and Randall. Julie's storyline really concerns me. I'm worried not necessarily for her, but what the whole story walking might lead to. I'm not spoiling anything by saying that. I mean,
No.
I said the same thing after season 3 ended.
Mhm.
I'm really worried about that. But yeah, I'm mostly worried for Henry. I'm very worried for Henry, and I'm worried for Randall. And I think you'll see early on probably why there are worries about both of them. Yeah. Is there anyone else that you're worried about, John?
I'm worried about Kenny.
Yeah,
I was just about to say, I suddenly thought I'm worried about Kenny.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
real worried about Kenny.
I'm actually not that worried about him.
I am very worried. I don't like where things are going with Kenny.
No,
I think he needs to be a little more involved with Boyd and Jade and Tabitha.
Have you guys seen the video of Ricky He watching the trailer for the first time and realizing he's not in it?
No,
He was
He is in it.
Like,
he's
yeah,
only
in
in
the
the
group
one
shot.
scene
Yeah.
of them laying
Yeah.
out on the bike strip.
yeah,
But he gets friends together. He has like 2 friends over, and he's like, "My friends haven't seen the trailer yet. I'm watching it for the first time. We're gonna get our reactions." And they watch it. They're all like, he wasn't in it. Like,
yeah.
technically he's in it twice, but you can't see him in the
Yeah.
other one.
Yes.
I totally understand why you're worried. I know why you're worried about Kenny. It makes total sense. I'm just, for some reason, I'm just not. I don't know. I think Kenny will be okay.
Yeah. One of the things you theorized in our trailer video, Kelly, was that there was going to be a split in the town with Acosta leading a sort of rising against Boyd. Do you still think that might be a story that's coming?
I don't think so, because the way I see one thing that's frustrating me about this season so far is people are getting mad at each other a lot.
Tensions are high.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of fighting and a lot of coming together. And I think the person whose storyline I'm most excited about this season is Donna.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, that's going to some exciting places.
Yeah.
It's
about time. Yeah. It's about time that Donna, because Donna's been a supporting role throughout. She hasn't had a story of her own. And I think, there's nothing in the things that says we can't see Donna does have a story of her own in this season, which it's about damn time.
Yeah.
So I'm delighted that she's got that screen time, and I'm really intrigued to see where it's going to go in the latter half of the season, latter part of the season.
Me too. Jade's storyline is a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't
She's
we're
great.
kind of like we're kind of gagged on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't really
We
say
can't
more.
say there's a lot of Jade. And,
Yeah.
and whenever the trailer comes out, there's always the same complaints on social media. Oh, they don't answer any questions. There are a lot of answers this
You guys
season.
are gonna get some answers.
Let me tell you, okay. I texted Dawn and Jazz after watching episode 6, and I was like, I'm actually worried about how many answers we're getting, because I don't know if there's going to be enough left for season 5. But I think we all kind of agree that it's next season will probably be the last season.
Yeah.
The race is on. The clock is ticking.
Mhm.
Our characters are in imminent danger, and the clock is officially ticking, and they are getting closer and closer and closer.
Yes. I would say that's the main overriding feeling, is that it's like the last season of The Bear, which had a clock on the wall through the whole thing and it's counting down. That feels like that's what season 4 is.
Yeah.
We're definitely counting down to something, and in that is coming more knowledge.
Yeah. And I think the two opposing forces, and I'm just assuming that there are two opposing forces. We don't know. The whole town might be trying to hurt them. But if there are two opposing forces, I think they're both really battling it out in this season, big time. And they're racing against each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What, Jazz, what's your favorite performance this season so far? Who is your favorite?
The new actress's name?
Julia Doyle. Yes.
Julia Doyle. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a scene stealer.
Yeah.
She's an incredible actress. I'm enjoying her performance a lot. I wanted to circle back really quickly to Acosta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not concerned for her at all. I do think that she is going to be the person who finds the information that helps save everyone.
Yeah.
I think she's going to end up making a major discovery this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm interested in her little storyline. It's not a very big one so far, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, has potential to be a big storyline.
Yeah,
in the latter half. Yeah, and I'm glad to see she's not as isolated, and hopefully she's going to become more integrated with everyone. So Sophia, we can't say anything about her story. That's spoilery. However, we can say that she has a big part to play. She is in a lot of the scenes so far. So she isn't. It's not like Bacta, for instance, who came in and was sort of just slowly started coming to the fore. She's a big player this season, and I agree. The actress is incredible. I have no idea the real actress's age. I don't know quite what age she's meant to be playing, but my assumption is about 18. Would you think that? Yeah. So she's a young person, and we can see her in the trailer. You see her with Kenny, and you see her with Sarah. Those are two relationships that are, it's interesting to see these. Kenny and Christy at the start was such a big relationship, and once Marielle came back, poor Kenny was out on his own, and it really is time for him to get another story and become have something other than losing family members. Poor Kenny has gone through
I
that.
was trying to look up Julia Doyle's age, and it says...
Yeah.
Julia Doyle plays roles from the ages of 17 to 30. I cannot find her age. Anyway.
Okay.
Not very helpful.
Yes.
Helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She's great in this season. I'm really enjoying her.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say,
Okay.
I think my favorite performance so far this season is probably from either Pega Gafori or Catalina Santino Moreno, Fatima and Tabitha. And I say Tabitha because you guys know what a guard dog I am for Tabitha, and she actually makes me mad twice in this season.
I think Hannah Jeremy's performance has been really great.
Yeah,
yes, definitely. Yes, yeah.
I mean, everyone's firing on all cylinders. It is an epically good season so far.
Yeah. Scott McCord continues to be incredible as Victor, and the things he's going through as he's remembering more and more from his time as a child in Fromville, and all he's gone through is hard stuff for him to do, and he does it brilliantly. That bordering that line between a man and a boy, you know, and managing to inhabit both at the same time is just incredible. I
think Ethan is a great character this season.
Yes,
I agree.
He really feels like he's maturing and coming into his own. I don't know how old is he? Maybe supposed to be about 11. Do you think 10?
9.
He's 9.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's 9, then Julie's still 16. They could be 10 and 17 by now, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, 10 and 17.
There still hasn't been that much time. It's been, 3 months, 4 months total?
I don't think it's been any longer than 2 months. I think that's
we've gone through autumn, winter, summer.
Yeah. Well, this is the first year they've ever had seasons.
Yes. Yeah.
According to Victor.
Yeah. So.
Ethan's one of my favorite characters this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's fantastic.
That I was going to say. They released the previous episodes we should watch to catch up on before season 4, and they were very Ethan focused, weren't they?
And I've been saying I really think the town is coming for Ethan.
Yeah,
I think Ethan is very important.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, they for the most part they don't want all of these people dying if they're feeding off of their fear. They want them alive and afraid. So I think there are certain people, I think they're just meant to make the people think that they can come after them. But they really can't. But I do think that they probably want to kill Ethan.
Yeah.
But really convinced me is when they sent Elma past the door in the season 3 opener.
Yeah.
Every other animal's going in the other way, and just Alma runs past. So they'll use that was deliberate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor 6'4" Ethan.
Guys, wait till you hear his voice.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of a little ghosty
boy. Yeah,
large
boy in
ghosty
white
man.
Oh yeah, the grandpa in white.
I was calling him the linebacker in white.
Oh my god.
He's a sturdy boy.
Yes. It's difficult to when you're filming with kids, it's like the flashbacks of Victor as a child as well. I'm like, if they're doing any more of those, they're gonna have to do some cunning.
Walk on his knees.
Yeah, then they're gonna say, film him from up here.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on the Julie story walking thing? Do you think it's gonna go horribly wrong like I do, or do you think that it could be a good thing?
I think it probably will lead to a good thing. It's just I have to say that what we saw so far, I found it a bit confusing. I'm not entirely sure I understand what's happening. whenever you get into time travel kind of situation, it is always very wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, as another show says. I assume that something significant will happen in a positive, because I think she already has done something positive. We know that because she saved Boyd by putting the rope down. I'm assuming something else like that will happen, but I don't know if it will change the future. Excuse me. It may just be like that, where what she did meant that somebody else is already alive, rather than we just find out she's done more that has kept everybody alive and safe than we realized.
Well, I will say that, Ethan told her in season 3 that she can just visit. She can't change anything.
Yeah.
But we have seen, and I don't think this is a huge spoiler to say this, we've seen 2 things happen in her story walking that did not happen otherwise without her story walking. They aren't big things. They aren't like major things.
No.
But that really affect anybody's stories. But her presence, let's just say her presence was felt. But I mean, we also saw that in season 3 with the rope, though, too. But yeah, her presence was acknowledged. So I don't think Ethan's correct in saying that nothing can change, but maybe he is. And it's, I don't know. I just feel like acknowledging somebody's presence who wasn't there before. I can't see how that wouldn't lead to other stuff happening.
Yeah, ripples at least.
I was gonna say butterfly effect.
Yeah. And Jade even brought that up too. Jade even brought up he even brought up chaos theory in season 2, I think, or one or 2.
Season 1.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't want there to be a situation where we get an episode and it starts off and we don't recognize everybody, and like things are totally different. And
I don't think we'll have to worry about that.
Yeah, and Katri's just like walking around alive, and he's like, "What do you mean? I've been here the whole time."
I wonder if the knowledge comes at a cost refers to Julie's story walking as well.
Yeah,
that what she will learn, what she sees, it's maybe not what she does, it's what she sees and what she begins to understand, or new information about situations that she gets, and then the ripple effect of what does that mean. I don't know. We're also we need to pay some attention to, I forget which episode it is, when Julie and Marielle and Randall were all chained up in the tower and screaming. That's not
2, 8,
done
and
with.
9. Or 2, 9, and 10.
2, 9, and 10. Yeah, we haven't. We're not finished with that storyline. Which no storyline is finished on From. Everything's coming back.
Speaking of which, I wish there was some more Christy. I hope we get more Christy.
Yeah.
I thought she was really sidelined in season 3.
Yeah,
and she's got some screen time in the first half, but I would really like to see her more in the main mix.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I definitely think Ethan is the most important character of the season.
Yeah.
Pay attention to everything that he has said so far in the series. Everything that he has talked about. That's all super important this season. All of it.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we'll get any answers on Eloise this season?
Oh.
I feel like that's one of the big mysteries.
I think that might be the end of the season reveal.
Yeah.
I could see that.
My theory is that she's also a story walker. I think that's a lot of people's theories, but that she's also a story walker and she's stuck in a different timeline and hasn't been able to find her way back to the place she's supposed to be.
I think that's a good theory.
But I also don't know, because Julie's body stays when she travels.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Could she
That's
have
a
been
good point.
traveling and her body died and she's still like that's why she can't get back? Or I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about the Julie's interactions when she's been story walking. I mean, I think that's possible. But we know that Victor wasn't sure if the bones that he found were hers.
Mhm.
So we don't know for sure that she's dead, which in most cases, usually with stories, that means that they're likely
Mhm.
alive. But if she's alive and she made it out of Fromville, why would she not go straight home? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's a really good theory that she could be trapped story walking.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Well, I'm sticking with my Sarah is Eloise reincarnated.
I think that's also an excellent theory.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking Sarah must have a connection for her to be so important to the creatures, you know, to be so manipulated by whatever it is that's speaking in her head. She must have a really strong connection to the town. But I don't know. I don't know how it would be revealed, but you know, who could have foreseen how we found out about Jade and Tabitha at the end of season 3? So it's
Kelly.
Other than Kelly.
The signs were there since season 1. I'm telling you, they were there since season 1.
Yes. Is there any
I'm
other
obsessed with
predictions?
reincarnation.
Is there any other predictions that you've got? Any of us have got right that we can't say?
I had a major theory that I think it's also just a big theory in general again, but my major theory was proved right in this in the 6 episodes.
Yeah.
I think we actually discussed this on an episode recently that like before we saw that episode, I think we talked about how we
time stamped.
Yes.
It is time stamped.
We can prove it.
Yeah, so there is one theory that we talked about for like 5 seconds recently where we were like, yeah, I think that's what's happening, and it is.
And it was.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, we don't necessarily. Well, actually, no, we do have a shit ton of answers at this point, but it's more like we haven't really evolved past that so far. Like, it's just what are they going to do with this information? How do they approach it safely? You know, it's
I really
kind of one of
feel
those
like everything we've seen so far has been set up, and it's going like it's very much building to a massive crescendo, and I feel like the last handful of episodes are going to be really crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
They've been really crazy.
I'm also worried for Jade. I forgot to say that.
Oh yes,
I'm worried for Henry. I'm worried for Randall, and I'm worried for Jade.
Yeah. There is a story which is not individual to each person. It's like the whole town is going to reach a crescendo rather than just you know, oh, so and so's story about this. It feels like everybody in the town is going to reach a certain point, or be involved anyway at a certain point at the end of the season, and that'll be all bets are off.
I also want you guys to pay attention to the dialogue. There is something in the show. There's a point in the show where Tabitha is talking to the boy in white, and he tells her something, and on the surface, it doesn't really mean anything. But I want you guys to just pay attention to it, because I think I have a theory about it. I also think that something else I wanted to say that I wanted people to pay attention to, and I can't remember what it was now. yeah, I don't know. Sarah continues to get more likable.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad about that.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
there anybody else's story? We haven't Elgin after his horrible ending to season 3. He's not a huge player, but he
Yeah.
is there, and we do see more of him. And
I think that it's really interesting what they're doing with Elgin. He hasn't had much screen time so far, but
yeah,
I think where he's at right now is very interesting.
yes, definitely, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I watched one of the episodes I watched today had the interaction between Bacta and Sarah. And it was so sweet that it actually kind of choked me up a little bit. What Bacta says to Sarah is super sweet.
I really like that Bacta seems to literally be the new Tian Chen, because she's in the diner, and I hope she gets more screen time.
Yes.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Yes.
We know from what she said that she remembered her grandmother saying that rhyme, that she must have some connection to the town. So I hope we find out more about what that is this season.
Those are my two big mystery. Eloise and Bacta's grandmother are the big answers that I want.
Yeah.
I will share a spoiler with you that I with you guys that I think we're safe sharing. Tilly comes back to life and kills everybody. No, I'm kidding. That did not happen.
I tell you what, though, if I don't get a Tan Chen ghost by the end of this season, I'm going to write a letter.
Yes. We need her back.
Formal complaint.
I know. There was a reason that made me think that they may be getting rid of the ghosts entirely, and I can't remember what that was. Oh wait, no, I do know why. I do know why I thought that. Which I don't like, because I really want to see Tom again.
Yeah, I love Tom.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it after.
Yes, we can.
I'm curious what brought you to that conclusion.
Yeah,
I have a burning hot topic that I think we must discuss before we go any further, and that is wigs. This show is fantastic. Why are the wigs so bad?
Julie has an alien head. That her Julie's wig makes it look like she has an alien head.
Sarah's wig looks like half a cousin It tucked into the back of her sweater.
Yeah.
What's
ridiculous?
What's going on with Tabitha's hair? Is that a wig she's wearing? Or have they put in lots of extensions to make? Is it wig? Yeah, it's not. It's
Handoki. Yeah. Because the episode 1 is the next day.
Yes.
What happened to her hair?
It's huge.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I also want to point out that Tabitha seems to have. I think Tabitha may have spent some time in the clink, because she's clearly all about the jailhouse eyeliner.
I thought she'd spent a day on a sunbed in Fromville, because she was looking particularly tan. Yeah, I mean, she is a beautiful, beautiful woman. But sometimes I'm like, what? she didn't look like that last season. She was.
She does look mighty tan.
She does.
She's laying out by the pool.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a deal.
I think she and Scott McCord might have actually been in Italy right before they started filming. They vacation with their spouses together a lot.
Oh, that's lovely.
Cute.
Yeah, they're vacation
nice. Yeah, the wigs are the only downside. I don't think I have any other complaints, because in episode 1, I thought I was going to have a complaint, but no. By the end of the episode, the complaint was resolved. They're very good at turning over things. You know, if you think, oh, this episode is going to end before we understand what's going on there, no. You know, they're very good at giving you an answer in an episode, which I think keeps the piece flowing along nicely.
Yeah, I agree.
I saw someone say today that season 3 was poorly paced, and I was like, I don't think you're crazy, but
yeah,
this season's pacing is tighter.
Yeah,
definitely. I think every season has been better than the previous one.
I agree, definitely. And I mean, we've seen 2/3 of it so far, and I think it definitely, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of interactions with, you know, characters interacting with each other. Once again, though, I'm left saying more Ellis. There's not enough Ellis.
Yeah.
He does have more this season, I think, than last, maybe, but still, I want him to be more central to the story. As you say, and Christy as well, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
Do we want to say a completely out of context just thing? Like, that's not, you know what I mean? That without context is not a spoiler. Like leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah.
Not good for the floorboards.
Jazz, I was going out thinking that I've written that down for my episode review. I'm like, I need to write this down.
There's got to be something. I'm drawing a blank right now. Is Kenny here? That was a really funny moment. All right. Yeah, I don't have anything else.
No, I think we've covered everything we can say without saying anything like
yeah. All right, guys, let us know in the comments what you're most excited about, what your theories for season 4 are. And we will look forward to, we're going to have weekly recaps posted right after the episodes come out, and we will be doing Sunday night after shows. Jazz and I will be, unless Dawn gets ambitious and decides to stay up all night. And she's in Scotland. But I, yeah, we can't tell. Yeah, we're really looking forward to covering this season. It's a good one. So
very much.
All right, guys. And we do have a cast interview taking place on the 29th. I'm not announcing who it's with yet. It's not going to be posted on the 29th. It's taking place on the 29th. I'm not going to say who it's with yet, but I'll say that. I'll announce that soon. All right, guys. We'll see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.